Hey guys, LukeMan97 back with another BeamNG video, and I know it's been a while since we've done a BeamNG video, and sort of just because I've kind of gotten distracted with Beyblade's videos recently, but anyway, we're back, and today is going to be the update 0.22 video, and right in front of you guys here is one of the reasons why we're looking at this update. And that is the new car that was added in this update, the Solead Windover, and this is actually the highest version that you can get. Of course, I had to use the most powered version, and the highest version actually has covered headlights, which that actually looks pretty sweet. But it has a V8, and it's just the most highest luxury version of the car. And let me just show you, let you take a look at the interior. This is crazy. Like, if you look at the outside, this would remind you of like an older Buick, right? It sort of looks like the Bruckout Legrand. But if you go inside, it looks like one of the cars these days where it's so computerized. I mean, it just blows my mind how computerized it is, but how old it looks. Anyway, this update was released just today, and it's actually cool because it adds a new thing to the game, which I think makes it look a lot more realistic. So if you go and press F on your keyboard, or I guess whatever you assigned it, depending on if you're using a controller or not, just press F if you're on a keyboard. It'll give you this new perspective, and it'll show this menu up here. You can literally walk in the game now, which this is the most cool thing, because you can use the WASD keys or the arrow keys to walk. And to jump, you can use space, crouch, C, and sprint, shift. But anyway, yeah, this is so cool because now it's so realistic. You can walk around like in real life, and you can just walk up to the car. And you actually, fun fact, you actually can't enter your vehicle if you're a distance away. You have to get right up close to it before it'll say, and then you can just press F again to go back to the regular camera angle. So I thought that was a pretty cool update, and it makes it a lot better because now, if you think about it, in maps where there's like buildings and towers and stuff with stairs going up them, I know you can't go inside buildings, but you could climb the stairs now that there's this update with the walking, which actually makes it so much more, you know, like I said, realistic, and I just love it for that. But anyway, there's another update. Actually, my free camera is all bugged out right now for some reason. But there's another update, and that has to do with triggers. Now, if you don't know what I mean, triggers are sort of like the door handle, but I don't think they have it for the door handle yet, but they have it for the stuff like the trunk. And I actually don't have the controls set up right now for it, but anyway, let's go to walking mode real quick. So if we go ahead and walk around back to the trunk, if I had it set up correctly and you clicked on this, I think it's like a key insert thing or here, it would open the trunk. And actually, I don't know if it would work on this car because those aren't open, but if you use like a truck where you could open the thing with a hotkey, that actually might work. And I'm really sorry I can't show you that because, you know, I just don't have it set up. But anyway, if we go into the menu, we'll be able to see some of the changes that were made. And I'm just covering, keep in mind guys, I'm just covering the major changes. I'm not covering the small minor things. Like, when I looked at the full change log that they put out, there is so many minor things that I can't get to. But anyway, here's the new car. It's called the Solead Windover. And if you look at it, there's quite a few versions. There's the base versions, something called the Unpunctual, better late than never. I've never actually tried that out. And then you get higher and higher, and like I said, this red car here as well as this blue car are both the highest versions of this car you can get as far as luxury and power. It's just this car, the only difference is this car is a different color, and this car also has covered headlights. But anyway, there's stuff like street tuned and safety car, race, rally, hill climb. It's just a really nice car. You know what? I'm going to try out the Unpunctual because I feel like this thing's going to be super slow. And by the way, this thing doesn't feel that slow. Look Looks more like a rally derby car. It doesn't really have any headlights. Let's look inside. Oh my, this thing's really stripped down. It has none of those electronics I showed you with the luxury one. Let's see what its top speed is going out here on the grid. By the way, that's the sound of the car, but I don't know why they call it the unpunctual, because it was like at 80-something miles an hour when we crashed. So, I don't know why they call it the unpunctual. Oh, another cool feature about the walking mode that I should probably show you is if you get out of the car, like here, and you walk around behind it, you can literally push things now. Like, I don't know, that's not a good example. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna get on behind it. Let me see if I can do this. Maybe this car is just too heavy or whatever, but in the video where it oh, maybe I need to sprint. Here, let me try sprinting, cause I don't know. I feel like this vehicle might be too, because in the video I watched that introduced the walking mode, it showed them pushing a car off a cliff. So yeah, I don't know. I can't seem to go around front here. Yeah, it's not pushing for some reason. This car isn't. But anyway, yeah, that's the solely add window. We won't be able to go over every version, but if you want to check it out, if you have the game, it'll be in the game. By the way, if you downloaded the game on Steam like I have, the update will probably install automatically. But if you got it from like the BeamNG website or something that's not Steam, you'll probably have to download it manually from the BeamNG website. But anyway, let's look at one of the lower versions of the car, because I want to see if it's as highly electronized as the high version, which this is basically the lowest version you can get other than the unpunctual. So if we go inside, or no, actually, it's really computerized even on the lower version. So I thought maybe it was like back in the old days they didn't have computerized only on the high versions, maybe, but they only had on the high versions, but it's on just as computerized on the lower versions. Anyway, moving on, we have another update to the Bruckel Legrand, which I mentioned earlier, but the Legrand has been updated, and like I like to call it the Ford Explorer, I guess it kind of looks like that, but I don't know, I'm trying to think, it's called the Gavril Romer, okay, they added a facelifted version here, and it looks like some different variants. So they added a wagon variant, which I'm pretty excited about, because the wagon actually looks pretty cool. They have taxi wagons, atrocious, objectionable, oh my goodness gracious, they have some bad names here for the cars. But anyway, yeah, they added a uplift. Let me show you the uplift here. So this is the old version, okay? You know, with the sunk headlights and whatever. Oh my, they added that. Anyway, back to this. Let me go ahead and spawn in the detective special so you guys can see that. This so go ahead and back it up so you guys can see the front. So the front looks a lot different. It's not really sunk back in the hood anymore. It's just mainly up close now. And if you go inside, there's a lot of changes. Well, I guess not too many. It still looks kind of... Well, there is some changes inside, though, because if you look here, I think there's some sort of screen here. It's kind of blocked. Let me go into this view. It's sort of like a radio, I guess, but yeah, it just looks a lot nicer and more cleaned up inside, I guess. So, yeah, that's a big update to the Bruckel Legrand. It has a facelifted version and a wagon version now, which, if you ask me, the wagon version is awesome. But, yeah, that's pretty much all for this update. Like I said, there's a lot of other minor things I couldn't cover, and I'm sorry if I missed them. But, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh, and if you're wondering why I do most of my videos in grid map, it's because my computer isn't exactly the best for running the game, so grid map is the map that runs easiest on the computer for obvious reasons. It's not very detailed, so since there wasn't any map remasters in this update that I had to show you, I just did it here. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and just drop a like down there. Make sure to drop a like, and tell me in the comments, make sure to tell me if I missed anything. Oh, and also let me know in the comments, because when I try to do walking like this, I don't know how to turn my field of view like left or right so I can see better. So tell me down in the comments if you know how to do that, how to do it, because I'm kind of confused right now and I really want to know how to do that right. So, but anyway, make sure to slap that red subscribe button also, and once you've done that, click the bell icon next to it so you get notifications on my newest videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.